The training field had fallen silent, the morning sun painting harsh gold across rows of soldiers. They had just finished their punishing run, and sweat soaked through uniforms. But all eyes shifted when the colonel's voice rang out, sharp and dismissive. He was mocking her, mocking the young officer who had stepped out of formation, clutching her side with labored breaths. "What's the excuse this time? Too weak to keep up?" His tone dripped with condescension, and laughter stirred among a few in the ranks. Her face flushed, though not from exertion. She swallowed hard, every instinct telling her to stay quiet, to endure. But something inside her shifted, a slow burning fire she could no longer hide. She met the colonel's eyes, calm and steady, and without a word, she reached for the zipper of her jacket. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing. Who's listening? The sound of the zipper seemed impossibly loud in the tense air. As the jacket fell away, silence replaced the laughter. Faded scars stretched across her torso and shoulders, jagged, angry lines carved into her skin by shrapnel. The whispers died instantly. No one laughed now. The colonel froze, the color draining from his face. For a moment, time seemed to stop. Dust hung in the sunlight. A crow cawed somewhere in the distance, and she stood there, breathing hard, her scars speaking louder than any words ever could. Her mind spun back to the memory she never spoke of, the explosion, the searing heat, the moment she thought her life had ended in a foreign land, far from home. She remembered dragging a wounded comrade through the rubble, ignoring the blood running down her own body. She remembered promising herself that survival would mean something, that her pain wouldn't be wasted. The colonel's lips parted, but no words came. His authority, once ironclad, faltered in the shadow of truth. Around them, the soldiers shifted uneasily, some bowing their heads in shame, others staring in awe. And yet, she didn't gloat. She didn't spit her pain back at them. Instead, she let the silence teach the lesson he never could. Her scars were not weakness. They were the proof that she had once stood in the fire and lived. Still, doubt tugged at her heart. Was she right to expose herself like this? To bear wounds she had fought so hard to keep hidden? She wondered if her pain would now become spectacle, whispered about behind her back. But then she saw something. The youngest private, standing at the edge of the group, eyes wide and brimming with admiration. That single look gave her answer. The colonel finally straightened, his voice low and hoarse. "Dismissed," he muttered. But it wasn't authority anymore. It was retreat. He turned and walked away, leaving behind a silence that pulsed with a strange new respect. The soldiers around her didn't move at first. Then, slowly, a ripple of applause began. Hesitant, uncertain, but growing stronger with every second. It wasn't loud. It wasn't rowdy. It was reverent, as if they were honoring something sacred. She closed her jacket again, but the scars no longer felt like chains. That night, as she lay awake, she realized what the moment truly meant. The colonel had tried to define her weakness. Instead, she had shown them her strength, not in perfection, not in unbroken flesh, but in survival. And survival, she now knew, was a kind of victory no one could take away. Because strength isn't about what you hide. It's about what you've endured and what you choose to rise from. And sometimes, the scars that shame us are the very proof that we are still here, still fighting, still unbroken. So remember this: kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. The morning sun that once burned so harshly now softened across the field in her memory, and where there had been mockery, there was silence, respect, and the echo of applause. If this story moved you, make sure to subscribe for more stories of courage and resilience, and share this one with someone who needs to be reminded of their own strength.